Hey, a movie written by the same guy who wrote Ice Age, Continental Drift, and Pan? What could go wrong? Hey guys, my name is Joseph Curtis, and if you love movies just as much as me, you have come to the right place. Now do me a huge solid and click that like and subscribe button. Also, if you want to follow me on the following social platforms, that would be great as well. Now, let's start talking Argylle. An author who writes espionage novels about a secret agent in a global spy syndicate realizes the plot of the new book she's writing starts to mirror real-world events in real time. Number one, you have Henry Cavill in this. And number two, Matthew Vaughn is directing this film. This movie is just fine. It's fine. I don't like saying that because I actually really do enjoy Matthew Vaughn, especially his creative side. And you still get that in this project. His stylistic craziness in this film is all in display. But it's almost like he didn't fully commit to the insanity. It was almost like it was toned down a bit. And it's not like he can't make a great PG-13 movie. I mean, my God, he made X-Men First Class that literally saved the X-Men universe from complete disaster until he had Dark Phoenix, which wasn't his fault. But with this film in tone, it wouldn't have hurt this movie maybe could have been rated R. Luckily though, this movie has Sam Rockwell. He truly does save the film for a majority of the sequences that he is a part of. The moment he shows up on the train, you know the sequence I'm talking about in the trailer, that is when the movie starts rolling for me. He plays Secret Agent Aiden, who is on a mission to protect Ellie from this evil organization by the name of... I genuinely don't remember the name of the evil, boring, typical company that is evil and wants to destroy everyone. You've seen it before, and it's kind of sad. I mean, you have Bryan Cranston, who plays the leading boss of this organization, this syndicate organization, and I love Bryan Cranston. He does a really good job. That just tells you all you need to know about this movie. There are a lot of elements that you will probably forget the minute you walk out of this movie. But anyways, Sam Rockwell is great, and Bryce Dallas Howard, who is really the star of this film, does a solid job being an awkward author who loves cats. I mean, I love cats, but I'm sadly allergic. Oh yeah, Henry Cavill's in this. I love Henry Cavill. He needs to actually be in a franchise that is thriving and alive, and it's not just because of his big muscles, and those things are huge. I love him, and he's great in this. Yeah, he does have probably 10 to 20 minutes at most of screen time in this 2-hour and 20-minute film. Yes, this movie is a bit longer than it needed to be, honestly. You actually have Henry Cavill implemented in certain sequences in the real world because, mind you, he is a fantasy character. He is a part of the book that the real star, Bryce Dallas Howard's character, the author, writes about him. Because of her journey in this story, there are a numerous of action sequences with the character of Sam Rockwell and Henry Cavill, where you see in Bryce Dallas Howard's perspective, whenever she blinks, she'll see Henry fighting the goons, and he's doing it in the most BA perfect spy style that you typically see in a James Bond movie. And then all of a sudden, it goes back to, when she blinks again, Sam Rockwell, who's like, "Oh my God, what's happening? Somebody help me." And I mean, he's not terrible at fighting, but clearly Henry's better. I mean, come on, it's Henry. I just found that to be, yet again, another full display of Matthew Vaughn being creative. It's these moments that keep me engaged with the film. What doesn't keep me engaged is, sadly, this script. Yeah, this guy.
Carlo is a writer.
Yeah, they say I have a knack for world building. I got a lot of heat right now. There's a lot of buzz, people talking about me, which is exciting. And you work so hard and then all that validation.
I'm gonna grab a drink.
Yeah. Okay.
He's not just an actor who's playing a writer, he's actually in real life an actor who's also a writer. Yeah, the moment I heard that this movie was written by the dude who wrote Ice Age 4, I was like, I have a bad feeling about this. And along with the script issues, the best way to put it is that majority of the time with the story, instead of it feeling like an actual spy movie, it feels more like an exposition dump of a spy film. With some cool action moments here and there, I can't deny that. It's not terrible, just not, sadly, memorable. Now, before I give you my overall thoughts and score, I'm going to go into some spoilers that could definitely ruin the experience of the film for you, so I'm warning you right now, and the reason why I'm doing it is to really fully give you my thoughts of the film and why I gave it the score I did, because this movie has a lot of plot twists, majority of them work, but there is one in particular that I just couldn't fully buy into, and it's a huge thing with the story. Overall, Argylle is fine. It's just fine. Is it kind of a disappointment? Yeah, because you have someone like Matthew Vaughn behind this, with his wild creative side that should be on full blast feels like it went down to a medium level. Instead of a great spy film, we just got an okay one. And I'm going to give it a solid 6 out of 10. Okay, here's my post-credits, full-on spoilers happening in 3, 2, 1, let's go. This is supposedly part of the Kingsman universe. I'm a little confused because you have Samuel Jackson, who doesn't have a lisp in this movie, and you have Sophia Boutella is also in this. There's a certain sequence that indicates that, like I said, the Kingsman universe is connected, and I could see potentially how it could work, where maybe, you have the book series of Argylle. The Kingsman could also be a part of this fictitious world, not necessarily part of the real world. That's just my theory. I think it's a little far-fetched, but it will be all based on execution. Here's the last thing I want to get into real quick. It's the biggest plot twist in the film, and I just couldn't buy into it. Who is the real Agent Argylle? And I'm going to tell you right now. It's Ellie Conway, or whatever her name is. Bryce Dallas Howard. We'll just leave her at that. It's Bryce Dallas Howard. It makes sense, and it's a cool concept. I'm just going to say this, and my wife even agreed with me.
I'm not sexist. Being sexist is wrong. Yeah. And being wrong is for women.
I just couldn't buy her playing this rogue agent. It just didn't work for me. She tries her best with her acting, and the script tries its best, I guess, with her scenes. Not really. I just couldn't commit to the idea that this person is this secret agent that can do all these things. And my wife said it best, and I fully agree with her, and this is the biggest reason, is because she just comes across as way too sweet. And the moment that you're supposed to switch into, this is a BA, this is the bad A woman right here, I couldn't get into it. I just couldn't buy it. And that's part of the big reason why this movie was a bit of a disconnect for me, because for the last 45, 50 minutes, you have to experience all this with the character, and it just lands on top of the character and you as the viewer. And to me, and even my wife, we were like, yeah, that didn't work. Please, give your boy a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And also, most importantly, don't forget to be blessed.